Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey. Let me turn the sound off on my laptop. Man, Facebook has been super goofy. They changed things last night, and I'm still struggling trying to figure out how it works. So I think I've got it going. So leave me a thumbs up or a message if you're here so that I will know. I see one person's here, so just give me a thumbs up so I can see what's going on. So tonight I'm doing a class with the Ring of Nature, and I'm going to do 3 cards. And so if you like these cards and would like to have them as a kit, all you have to do is place an order for $30 or more with me, and then I will mail you the kit for these 3 cards. Now, you don't necessarily have to have this stamp set because we're just going to use the sentiments. So you'll be able to make these cards with just changing the sentiments on your cards. So you probably have sentiments at home that you can use, and so it would all work out. But if you like this set and want to order it, feel free to do that. We're going to use the paper called Rings of Love, and it is a celebration product that you get free if you spend $50, and it's really cool paper. So, and it coordinates with the Ringed with Nature bundle. And so we're just going to use the sentiments, but we're going to use the hybrid embossing folder, and I'll show you how that works, because it works a little different than a regular embossing folder because it cuts and embosses at the same time. And like I said, we're going to use this paper. It's pretty cool. It's got these wood slices on the back, and they actually match the die. And this pretty pumpkin leaves, kind of fallish paper. These cute little birds, little bluebirds with yellow breasts. This fall paper that has acorns and leaves, a nice little pattern on the back. All these cute houses. So if you do welcome to the neighborhood or congratulations on your new home, then these would work. This mandala-like image is on the back of the houses, and then there's some wood and some Christmas poinsettias. I love these wildflowers. I like this on the back too. So I think those are the papers, front and back. So you'll see how we use them. Well, thanks for letting me know you're here. I'm glad that it's working. It's just goofy how I couldn't make things work. So I've cut a crushed curry rectangle, and I used the deckled rectangles. It makes it look like it's torn paper or expensive paper from the stationery store. And then we're going to cut a second layer with these pretty little birds here. So we'll run this through the cut and emboss machine. Okay, thanks for joining me tonight and sharing. I'm sorry it took a while to get things moving. And there we go. These birds are so cute, they kind of just make the card. We'll layer that on our frame. Put this in a safe place. we don't want to lose these dies. I do that all the time, misplace them. Okay, so now I took a regular card base that is, 5.5 by 11, but I cut it so this little front flap is 2 1/8. So we have, maybe we don't have a piece of the salt paper. Let's find that. This is the back side of the birds, but it looks like if you've ever done the salt technique where you watercolor with the ink and then throw salt on it, that's what this looks like. So it's a pretty cool technique to try someday. Guess I could do better about being a little more organized with my pieces. I thought I was doing okay until Facebook started misbehaving. And this will be a quick and simple card. Hi, Marge. I thought you were out of town. Maybe you're back. It's good to see you. And now we're going to put this on here with dimensionals. So we want to kind of make sure we have them in the right place. So we'll put a little pencil mark so we won't go beyond that space. I'm always afraid I will glue my cards shut, or see, I've already forgotten which side gets the dimensionals. Yeah. I have been known to glue a card kind of halfway shut. And we'll erase those little pencil marks. Now we're going to use the sentiment that says, thinking of you. And we're going to stamp it with Knight of Navy. And we're going to use the deckled rectangles again to cut this out. We'll use the smaller one this time. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining us tonight. So we're going to cut that a little offset so we can put some linen thread on there. Of course, you could change that. You don't have to do it the same way I do. I will cut this, pull that out. And we're going to just take some linen thread and wrap it around and tie it in a bow. Sometimes these little touches are just what makes a card special. So what has been your favorite celebration item so far? I love the hippos, and I like this paper. Not sure what else. Haven't gotten everything yet. I want that one with the big words that say yoo-hoo or woohoo, or not sure. Guess I have to spend $100 to get it. Which is easy to do. There we go. And there's our, we'll put this on with some dimensionals. Oh, they gotta put dimensionals there. So that they don't create a unlevel card. I want everything to be the same. We'll put a little tombow on here. Okay, and now we're ready to put our inside, and there's a tiny little leaf here. I thought we'd just decorate our inside a little bit with this, and we're using soft seafoam, and we'll put those little leaves just to jazz it up a bit. Of course, if we had a little bird stamp, we could stamp a little bird there. I don't know. And so there's our first card. Pretty easy, pretty simple. But because it's a little bit fancy fold, it gives it a little touch. But now we're going to add some seasonal sequins. We're just going to do the clear ones. Or they're not clear, they're kind of frosted. I thought they have a little sweet touch to them. And we'll put that one there. Probably could put another little shiny right around. We'll put it right there. Okay, so a little bit of shine, a little bit of bling always makes your card special. Okay, that's our first one. Now let's see what our second one, we accidentally got this out by mistake, so we'll go ahead and start that one. This is a book fold, so it's scored at 5 1/2 and 6 3/4, I believe. Six and a half. 5 1/2 and 6 3/4. And then it creates that book fold. So we're gonna do that. And we've got a 4-inch square of the Designer Series paper. The one with the pretty wildflowers like out you see in the field. And we'll put those on there. Now I'm not going to do the book fold right at the beginning because we're going to put some ribbon in there. Now this is Sweet Sorbet and it's 1 inch by 4. And we'll put that right about there. And we've got this pretty soft seafoam ribbon. It's, well, it's, what's it called? Seam binding. It's a hard word for me to remember. And we're going to run that on the inside so it won't show because we'll tape that shut. And we'll tie a pretty bow. I love seam binding because it ties so easy and it's flat. It doesn't make, it's not lumpy in your cards. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this so that I'm not having to worry about that roll. And then we can use the tweezers. You might not have noticed that we have these tweezers in the catalog now. They're part of the embossing kit. You get an embossing tray, an embossing buddy, and these tweezers. Oh, and I think you get a little brush to brush off excess embossing powder. There's always so many new things, it's hard to see them all in the catalog. Just keep looking at it again and again. Now we can put our tear and tape there and make our book fold. And that's the end of the tear and tape. So we'll get a new roll. I'd already gotten a new one because yesterday I couldn't find it. It was right in front of me, but I still couldn't find it. And we'll pull the cover off. Now, this works nice for those of you that don't like your ribbon to be behind or slide off, because it can't slide off now because it's behind our book binding card. Now you can make this same type of card vertical or horizontal. I like this one the best, but they both work. Now we just have a 4-inch square of basic white for the inside. This is going to be a thinking of you card, so it doesn't need a sentiment on the inside. You could doll it up a little with some extra DSP if you wanted to. Or you could put a little flower in the corner. Okay, we're going to use the Just For You sentiment. And we'll stamp that with Night of Navy again. You could use any sentiment you want for this. It could be a birthday card. Just whatever makes you happy. And I have this is from the set that has, He's All That. But I'm not sure of the name of the dies. For some reason, it's I think it might be called All That. I know it's at the beginning of the alphabet because my dies are in alphabetical order, and this one's at the front. So now we're going to put a little heart on there. Decorate that a little bit. Just using the sweet sorbet again. Now we need to kind of dress this up a little bit. So we're going to punch. We're going to use the bow punch. I thought this little image kind of looked a lot like the plants in that paper. So we're going to punch this out of Night of Navy. And we're going to punch the larger one with the soft seafoam. This punch is great for little accent pieces. We'll punch 2 of these. And I'll punch 1. You get a bonus there of the other, of the soft seafoam. Now, I still want a little more embellishment, so we're going to cut one of the rings from the embossing folder so I can show you how that works. So this is a hybrid embossing folder, and it's just got a little more of a ridge on it than normal, I guess. And you're going to line up the dies, and you'll hear it click in place. It's going to click right in that in that space. And then you're going to lay, you want to make sure the cutting edge is up. You lay your paper on top. Close it up. And then you're going to run it through the cut and emboss machine as if it was an embossing folder. So you'll take all your plates away and just use your gray plate. It'll feel really tight to start with, but once you get used to how it feels, you don't have to worry about it. It will just go right through, I hope. There we go. What doesn't want to? I didn't get all my plates out. Now it will go through because it helps to pay attention. Now it is pretty snug going through the first time. These hybrid folders are pretty cool, I think. You know, we have one with the leaves and the one with the heart. Some little flowers, and I think there might even be another one in the catalog this time besides this one. I'm not sure. So we'll put that to the side, and now we're ready to dress up our card. Now, if you wanted to, you could distress this so it would have a little color to it, but I'm going to leave it plain. So I want that to be right about there. And we'll put that on here. So we'll just glue this one down. And then we'll put the white on with dimensionals. I think I'm just about out here of the large ones. We can use some edge pieces here. We'll use the, I'll have to get out a new pack of dimensionals. And we'll put these on. I think we'll cut that one in half. I've been real amazed with this catalog and how many things coordinate with the other catalogs and products. So it's always my favorite. I like my supplies to last. And we can slide this behind here. And then we've got two of the blues to kind of dress it up. And we'll put them on here. You could end up, this would be a nice little gift set for somebody, 3 little cards. Put it in a cello bag. And there's our second card. That came out pretty, didn't it? Nice and simple. Nice little bit of a fun fold. We could add some bling to that if we wanted to. All right, now it's time for our third card, which is a much easier card, but still cute. I'm using crushed curry again, and this is for the card base. I love these mushrooms. Aren't they cute? My mom used to collect mushrooms. She had hundreds of them. So, you know, when you start collecting something, everybody gives you more. It's kind of crazy. So this is just going to be right on the front. Isn't that the cutest print with those mushrooms and butterflies? With just a plain white insert so you can write your message. And then I had a strip left over, so I thought, well, we'll just put that on there. It's a little too long. We'll trim that down. Guess it needs to be 5 1/4. And we'll just kind of decorate the inside with that. Now we can decorate this one up again. And this time I was going to use I already cut this soft suede piece of wood. And we need a sentiment. We're going to use the Get Well. And we'll get well soon. We'll stamp that with Sweet Sorbet. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I don't usually do this long, but I don't usually do 3 cards, so that makes a difference. But it's always nice to change things up. This is from the seasonal labels. Just about any label die or punch will work as long as it's the right length. And run that through the cut and emboss and have a nice little label for it. My fingers are sticky now. And we'll punch some more with our label punch. So this paper uses, I thought that the soft succulent went with it pretty well, but it also said to use mint macaron. I don't know. So we're going to do one of each, and that will we'll make ourselves happy. Well, and then we'll do a red, what's that called here? Sweet Sorbet of the little. I don't have any scraps of this yet. So we can put this on. It does have a front and back. You have to pay attention. We'll go ahead and slide these behind there before it gets glued down real tight. Where'd our other one go? Here it is. So we mix and match these colors. I kind of like it that way. And one little red one. I'll slide that behind there. And then we'll put this on with some dimensionals. We're going to do the same. No, it actually could be on the whole thing because this is flat. I was thinking I needed a piece, but it could be the whole thing on there. We always need Get Well cards. And then we'll use another seasonal sequin. I thought these kind of orangey looking ones would be pretty on there. We would decorate that up and add a couple more in on the front. there's our card. So 3 cards, pretty quick. I thought we had been on actually a long time, but no, it wasn't on quite as long because Facebook wouldn't cooperate tonight. So here's our 3 cards. Now if you want to be able to get these 3 kits, then remember you can spend $30 or more and I will mail these kits to you. All you'll have to do is add a sentiment. You'll get all the other pieces already cut and prepped for you. So, I hope you checked the updates today. There's a really funny new kit out with a skunk in it for Get Well cards, and I think it's hysterical, so it jumped right in my shopping cart today. I haven't hit enter, but because I might change my mind and get something else. That's the nice thing, you can keep that cart going. But the little skunk is cute. And you only have a few days left to subscribe to the Seize the Day paper pumpkin. So if you want to do a paper pumpkin this month, then you want to get that done by the 10th. So thanks for joining me tonight. We've braved the new Facebook and all its craziness, and I will see you soon. Good night.